Ahoy there, lads! This is Saurabh.bhatt from angelshavenschool.com, ranking as third mate of a foreign-going ship and tattoo artist at Colbert Tattoo Studio. And I happen to be your pirated advisor. This is Secondmate's Function 1 Orals Frequently Asked Questions. We will be discussing the sixth part and analyzing Captain Sundaram. So without further ado, I bring to you what are the two dedicated frequencies used by ITU for AIS. AIS 1 161.975 MHz channel 87B. For AIS 2 162.025 MHz channel 88B. How will you come to know about the Merpass time if you don't have nautical almanac? When the sun is before Merpass time, its altitude keeps on increasing, keeps on rising. When it reaches the Merpass, its altitude becomes constant. At that time, we can make out Merpass time. We can make out that Merpass time has reached, and at that time we can take the sight. Why is yellow light used in air cushion vessel? Now, air cushion vessel is highly influenced with wind. So in such case, the vessel requires a light which has high wavelength. Yellow light has high wavelength, and thus yellow light is used by air cushion vessel. What is the requirement for radar? Now, if the vessel is of 3000 GRT, then at least one X-band radar should be there. If the vessel is of more than 3000 GRT, then one X-band radar, and then there should be either one S-band radar or another X-band radar. So in case the GRT of the vessel is more than 3000, then two options: at least either have one X-band and one S-band, or have two X-bands. What are the base stations in India for LUT? For LUT, the base station in India is Lucknow, Bangalore. For LRIT, Mumbai. For LES, Pune. How to order ENC, Electronic Navigation Chart? We will check chart handling, whether we have permits of sufficient chart, then we can go for ordering. Red marked shows that cell has expired, and yellow shows that it will expire soon. Why do we take amplitude? Because error will be least, as when we take amplitude, we only take azimuth and not altitude. But in sight, azimuth and altitude are used, so error, the degree of error can be more. When we take azimuth, we apply A, B and C correction for rounding off. When do you use sector search? We use sector search only when the exact position is known, the area to be searched is small, when multiple aircrafts cannot be used. That time we will use sector search. When do you use expanding search? When relative position is known. Exact position is unknown. We know only relative position and the area is small. That time we can use expanding search. You see the depth on chart. At what level is this depth given? Chart datum. What is the most accurate method for position fixing and why? Range and bearing are the most effective methods. Why? Because dilution of precision is less and you get a sharp cut. How we will come to know about TRS? We have enhanced group calling, ECG, EGC, enhanced group calling, then NAVTAX, then weather facsimile. There is a fishing vessel with engines broken down. What kind of lights will it use? Will it show lights of a fishing vessel? Will it show a light as vessel engaged in fishing, or will it show a light of not under command? What is the scenario? A fishing vessel is fishing with nets and its engines have broken down. In this case, what lights will it show? It will show the lights of vessel engaged in fishing. What is the difference between crash stop and inertia stop? Inertia stop, when the engine of the ship is stopped, the ship will continue to move in the same direction for some time, for some distance. Due to inertia, this is inertia stop. What is crash stop? When the ship has to suddenly stop in emergency situation, we use crash stop. Here, the engine which is moving in a head direction is given an order for full stern, leaving the rudder in midship position to stop the ship within minimum distance and shortest possible time. So, inertia stop is simply stop engines. Rudder midship and stop engines. So, the ship will stop very slowly and will cover some distance and will take more time to stop. But crash stop, you go full stern, rudder midship, full stern, and then slowly you come to stop engines. Slowly eventually you will come to stop engines. And when do we use crash stop? Only in emergency situation, because this will create lots of stress on the engine, on the main engine. GPS has failed. What will be your action? As always, call master, acknowledge the alarms, fix your position. Your ECDIS will go on dead reckoning mode. Radar overlay on ECDIS. Confirm the position by celestial or terrestrial objects. I will put the latitude manually in gyro and update the position in DSC, in GMDSS, DSC. I will attend the DSC first for position updating manually, and this has to be done every 4 hours. Now this is what Captain Sundaram will be specifically looking for. So stress on this part. I will attend the DSC first for position updating manually every 4 hours. You have sighted a buoy on chart. What will be the action? You have sighted a buoy which is not on chart. What will be action? As always, call master. Then check if the chart is updated. What can be the possible reasons for this? The chart might not be updated, might not be corrected. The buoy must have drifted. Our own position could be wrong. So check your own position. And gyro may have failed. So action. So once again, you have sighted a buoy which is not charted on your chart. What are the possible reasons and what will be the action? Possible reasons: chart is not corrected, buoy has drifted, our own position is incorrect, gyro has failed. What will be the action? As always, inform master, check position on chart, check your course, take action as per the boy. So you will have to take the action. For example, if you see it right ahead, alter course to starboard. Check your chart for corrections. If not on chart, monitor the buoy. See if the buoy is drifting with the swell, with the sea. Is it drifting or is it fixed? Check that. Broadcast a security alert for the ships in the vicinity. And to LRS. What is the principle of GPS? Timing and ranging. What is equinoctial and what is ecliptic? Equinoctial is a great circle on the celestial in the same plane as the plane of Earth's equator. Thus, equinoctial is a projection of the equator on the celestial sphere. Every point on the equinoctial is 90 degrees from the celestial poles. Now, ecliptic. Ecliptic is a great circle on the celestial sphere in the same plane as the plane of Earth's orbit around the Sun. What is SHA and what is RA? And what is the relation between them? Relation between them is SHA plus RHA equals to 360 degrees. SHA, sidereal hour angle of a body, is the arc of the equinoctial or the angle at the celestial pole contained between celestial meridian of the first point of Aries, and that through the body measured westward from Aries. RA, right assertion, is the same thing, only that RA is measured eastward from Aries. Your gyro compass has failed. How will you come to know? And what action will you take? Gyro has failed. How will you come to know? Alarms will be sounding on equipments which has the gyro feed. All those bridge equipments which have the feed from gyro compass will have alarm. So radar will go up on head up mode. ECDIS will have alarm. Voice data recorder will have alarm. AIS will have alarm. Gyro compass of course will have alarm. Autopilot will have alarm. Ship will be deviating off track from the course. On the course recorder, you will see a straight line. Bearings will not be changing So compare it with the magnetic compass. What action will you take? As always, inform master. If second gyro compass is available, then activate that. Change over to hand steering and steer the ship with magnetic course after applying deviation. Consider the effect on other equipments: radar, ARPA, autopilot, AIS. That's all folks for this session. Stay tuned for more. We will continue this series for as long as we require. If you have more questions, please drop the comments below. If you have questions, any doubts, if you need further explanations, if you need these in written form, anything, give me an opportunity to serve you. Mi nombre es Noel Pan. Si te quiero eso en español, dime por favor. Muchas gracias por tu ayuda y lo soportar. Soy Saurabh Bhatt y el marinero en español. Adiós amigos. Muchas gracias.